the 7 speakers from the A Song of Ice and Fire lore. These were 7 preachers that preached the Doctrine of Exceptionalism. So what the Doctrine of Exceptionalism is something that King Jaehaerys I worked out with the faith for them to tolerate Targaryen incest, right? Because the faith is like, hey man, if the king and queen are doing an incest, everyone's going to want to do an incest. And Jaehaerys is like, no, we'll just have a bunch of people go out and convince them that the reason why we can do incest is because we're like exceptional. We're better than them and they can't do it. And, you know, it worked. So King Jaehaerys picked 3 men and 4 women to be the speakers. And these speakers traveled the realm barefoot and walked everywhere preaching the doctrine. So let's look at the girls first, and then we'll get to the guys. So there was a Septa Ysabel, who was once the wise woman who was sent to Jaehaerys and good Queen Alysanne to press on them that incest isn't cool. Well, apparently that failed because they did an incest now, and now you're even telling people that it is cool. So that flipped. Then a Septa, let's go with Violante. All right. So it was just some Septa. We have no info on her. And then Mother Maris, who was a leader of a mother house in Gulltown. That's kind of like a nunnery, right? A mother house. And then the most famous is Queen Elinor Costayne, who was one of Maegor's widows. So yeah, one of his few widows. And then Septon Baldrick, now we're getting to the guys, who when somebody challenged him, like, well, if they can do it, why can't I just marry my sister? And Septon Baldrick said, go to Dragonstone, claim a dragon. If you can do that, sir, I will marry you and your sister myself. Yeah, good luck. And then a Septon Rollo, who was just renowned for his learning, just a smart cat, I guess. Then Septon Alfyn, the final one, who was the oldest and legless, so he was actually carried around, right? But later on, he became the High Septon, who's kind of like a dark horse candidate, thanks to Jerry striking a deal and getting one of his propagandists to be the new High Septon. So, yeah. All right, there you guys go. The 7 propagandists, 7 speakers. Let's talk about